Hi, this is me and Get Real. This is Tuesday morning, 10:37 a.m. It is. I was going to turn on the whole house fan, and my son's like, "Why? The heat wave's over last night." Um, I didn't get enough sleep. Kids out here playing and yelling until it was after 11. I don't remember. I got my kid. We got home after 10. They were still out there. It was 88 degrees in my room earlier in the day, so as the sun goes down and it gets more warm up here, it's not insulated very well either. And then around 8 or 9, they started the construction right behind our house, about a few yards from our window of the building. They're doing construction. They're out there now. So I guess it's 24 hours a day. And I got woke up so many times. I had my saw machine on. I don't know if it was on maximum, but I cranked it up. It didn't make a difference. And at that point, I had to open up the window. It was too stuffy and hot in here, and I couldn't even. I was so tired. I didn't put my pajama bottoms on. I think I managed to find the tops. I don't always put the pajamas if I have just a plain comfortable tank top. Oh, this isn't even a tank top. I got dressed in a hurry, and then I was wearing jean shorts. That's not a good thing to sleep in, and they don't fit right. So whatever. I am doing the billing for my business, and I'm going through some archives, and I'm like, wow, this is unorganized. And what it is I start a list, and say I still have 4 patients in one day, and I get to do 0 to 1 billing for that day, and I don't worry, just come back and leave off or start where you left off on my schedule. So you end up coming home sometimes from another job at 1:30 in the morning, and you're like, you know what, you got to be somewhere tomorrow at 7, or leave at 7, or leave at 8. It's not a good time to sit up all night, and you need a printer and making a bunch of noise and try to fax stuff while people are trying to sleep. It just seems stupid. So I got some deadlines, so I have to do what I can, because I can't do things remotely. Like, I can take my lunch break at my one job, the other one is almost impossible. You can take like a bathroom break. I can, like, say, relist stuff on eBay from my lunch break and still work and answer questions. Being away from the home, I cannot necessarily, unless I already weighed something, I don't do the shipping thing. And I think I did once at work, because I had to do the shipping label. Oh shoot, let me reset this. I accidentally stopped the, I'm glad I checked that. I accidentally stopped my timer, and the timer wouldn't have gone off, and the food would have burned. I'm making my son a couple of things. And so I gotta leave literally an hour. God, I thought I had 3 hours. I literally had to leave. Seriously, an hour? So my schedule is really messed up and really overwhelming this week, and still, people don't understand that I don't have days off. And like, someone's complaining about having 2 jobs. I was like, yeah, I have 7 and be a single mom with 2 kids and have all these pets. This mail thing is just a blank spot. That's weird. Sorry. Still uploading. My internet is slow. My devices are old. And let's see if I can refresh this page. I don't know if it'll let me. You can see what your mail is supposed to be, and it's just like a black line with a number on the bottom. Well, maybe that's all it is. It's a slip of paper. So the good about all of it is feeling in my heart, like, you can only do as much as you can do. So if you can't do all of that work, before noon, then I start a load of laundry, and it's like, then you're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it, but because your schedule is all wonky, you're also going to get home earlier than usual. And it's Tuesday, Wednesday. different. Thursday. Every day this week is wonky. So we're gonna go to the website of the local library. So I went to order this imaging pad. This page is trying to load scripts and unauthenticated sources. Get off there. And anyways, I think that's the mail. I can see the reflection on the ceiling. I went and looked at fish today. And the goldfish, there were some dead ones in there, and they were eating them. Some of the other fish were eating the dead fish, and some of them was only a head left on the bottom of the tank. And of course, there's some stuck here. Then there was, I don't know if it was the guppies, a couple floating. And Grandma raised guppies. They only had males, so they only sell male guppies. What if you want to breed them? Or maybe that's why they don't sell the females. Well, I'll type that in. So I gotta see how to get a library card for my kid. Okay. My computer is completely frozen right now. So this is in response to myself, because I don't really think I get any comments on a kind of another Who Am I video. And yesterday's was really long, so today I'm trying to get this library. I forgot to ask my kid to actually look for his library card. Let's see if I can figure it out. Classic catalog. I used to always use a classic catalog. So much better for my devices. And I didn't know they even still offer it. I don't know if it usually is for my phones. I don't think they do. I'm trying to see. Get a card. Okay. Complete an application. Bring your valid photo ID. If you're age 13, so you show ID or have a parent or guardian sign for you. Alright. So basically I have to go in person. You can complete your application, pick up your library card in your location. I don't see an application. Once you have your card, you can sign up for this website. I don't see any application anyway. Oh, many nearby areas. So I'm gonna go to this other site. There's another library down the street. Probably closer. Probably a mile and a half. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think what county it is. Okay. Computer's so slow. So this is in response to my other video. What do you do when your technology is so slow, or you need another device to fully make it what you think, because you don't have it, more efficient? And having this, I had to get a replacement phone. I didn't have enough to get one for my business, but my other phone, even though I had for several years bought a warranty or insurance and all that, they refused to fix this unless I pay over $600. The phone, the operating system is broken. It keeps breaking, and it's not. So they said they replaced the phone. I might have been $200 deductible if it's like flushed or water damaged or broken or stolen, to say that, or lost in the lake or something, and lost, destroyed, or stolen. They would have a deductible and they replace the phone for like $200. But because the operating system is broken and it works sometimes, then they try to tell you send the phone back and pay $600 something for a brand new phone. What's the point of paying like 10, 15, 20 bucks a month for for insurance when after all these years I just wasted $600. Like, oh man, this, and these people they'll do things when you ask a question, they'll like change your account. Or like, wait, I didn't tell you to do that, and you might not notice, and then you call back like, oh, sorry, man, that thing you were in was a special, and now that it's gone, we can't add it back on. All this, no. So it's really hard to let's see if I can get one to the next county. This one's online. The other one said and other areas. Nope, you have to be in that county. Shoot. Dang it. We live right on the county line, and that library is close. So my kid wants to go there. Ask if he has this. So when you see me like trying to type in a website and I'm just waiting, I forget it, and I kind of forget. I forget what I'm trying to do. It's like, oh shoot, I had this deadline. I was supposed to print my, um, my check stub or this or that. Oh shoot, I didn't do it. Why? Because I'm sitting here for so long waiting for it to upload that I forgot what I was doing, and then I got distracted. So I have these cards. I had one card. Oh, there's one from paper. Let's do that one. And the other one probably should get on. Oh, there's like a whole bunch of things here. Okay, so we're just gonna go through all of this. All of these, so I don't have energy to deal with toxic people, but they're hurting me, and I have to get some justice because I can't just go punch him in the jaw and say you're an idiot. So I have to do the right thing, and if these people would leave me alone, and they already irritated me, then I have to go about my business and say, well, that lady sucks, or that guy sucks, I'm going to go about my business. But when they don't leave you alone, and you need to do something that doesn't involve your fist or quitting your job because of them, then it's like, that antiques. I thought that lady is over here in the west side. Okay. Alright, whatever. Handcrafted. It says handcrafted soaps and skincare. This lady's like, oh, I'm going to go to our reservations. I need your help. Tell me what kind of herbs work for this and that and this. I was like, I can't give you that. You give someone, say some naturopath told you to take this, and you're going to say, who was it? Such and such. Oh, really? Well, and it's like, I'm not gonna, get in trouble and have someone say, like, this lady has been running an herb shop with no experience with herbs for years, no experience of contraindications, and if I were to do that and I wasn't a licensed physician, it would be fine. Just set up a table somewhere and hope these people ask their doctor before they do the wrong thing. And if I'm, if someone says, oh, I self-medicated and I got this from farmer's market or something, it's a little different than if someone says, "Oh, this physician told you to do this," and I'm like, this lady needs to go take a class or pick up a book or look at the internet. Like, if you want, like, I had discussed traveling with her and setting up some like blood pressure, glucose testing stuff, but I would have to go through my malpractice insurance and say that I'm doing these one-time events or once-a-month events in this area, and this lady is I'm going to Washington State. Like, well, I'm not going to do anything in Washington State right now, and stuff like that. I think you need, it says, I'm going to call this other library and see if they'll let us, it says county residents, or if you own property in this county. You have to bring your tax statement. If you reside or attend school in Washington, youth access. Oh, I didn't think that was my son's school. Okay, this says I can get one. Why they say you can only get it? So if I'm a resident of this county, I can get a library card for the other county. So you had to pay $140 for if you're out of state or something. The street address. Temporary note for an address card. Age 0 to 17, you can only get 5 books at a time. And if you're regular library card residents, 100 items at a time. So yeah, I would try to do a report with only 5 books. I guess you'd have to. So I'm gonna go and look at the times they're open. Well, this place I've never been to before. Like, dude, I don't even know. None of these look even anywhere near where I live. I thought there was one right down the street. It's a different county. So friends' kids were taking Arabic classes up there. I go, yeah, you drive right by my house. This is like ghost people. I'm not going to that one. This is not any. This one is actually not even. Oh, it's like the address in the city and the. No, that's a different one. Oh, no. That was really close. Okay. It was today. Did I say Tuesday? These are open at 9. Man, they got better libraries than us. What the heck kind of tax they guys got? Oh my god. Yeah, this is on here. Open at 10 a.m. Let me go tell my kid. We'll leave that page open. So basically, the good about all this, I hate getting riled up because of toxic people. And what happened to me in the past is that I couldn't, like, I already am not having a lot of, energy because of my schedule. We live in a noisy place. And even windows shut, sound machine on, music on, your phone, you don't want to blow out your phone speaker, but literally on. You're just like, what else can you do? You know, what else can you do to get a good night's sleep? And you have to work, so there's no days. There was one day about 7 years ago, estimate, that I woke up went around the house, did a bunch of stuff, maybe start laundry, feed the animals. I don't know what I did, but I went around, did a bunch of stuff. And I went back to sleep, and it was after 12, maybe at maybe 1 o'clock that I woke back up. So basically, it wasn't, I probably woke up at 7 or something and took a nap. I don't know. But I've never done that before or after. Unless I was super sick or something. Like, if I was up all night at a birth, I couldn't do that. It was so noisy. People honking their horns. Gotta take someone somewhere. In that case, sometimes it's forced laying down because you're so tired. You don't feel like you can drive. You don't feel like you can lift your body. So, I look at my bank account this morning, and I have no money for my business. So I received less than $800, or less than $90. $90 or less from my medical business. I'm like, really? Like, that is nothing. That, like, I received so little money, and today's work will be 20-something or 30-something less than that one payment. And this job is very low wages, and it sucks to not be able to depend on, I'm up to my ears in paperwork here and billing and all this stuff, and it's just like, you gotta sit here and do so much work outside of seeing the patients, and then you don't get paid, so you can't depend on that. You cannot depend on that. I cannot depend on that because it's never been a living wage. But it seems like the other jobs, the income keeps, like all the jobs, the income keeps going. Like, the harder I work, it's like, what the heck? Oh, my shoulder hurts. Let me go, and I'm gonna go post this video, and see if I can do the monetization. But I was trying to say what the good was in this. I hate when toxic people rile up your journals, and then you're like, I just gotta focus on my work, I can't let them bother me. But then I'm not, because I'm refusing to focus on pulling up pictures and junk of this person, breaking all the rules. And when the workplace did not enforce the rules with this person, I said, well, that's them. That's on them. If they want to pay her for not showing up at work, then that's on them. I'm not paying her, And I've gotten so many complaints that I can't believe that, like, it's just like, I don't care. I'm not her supervisor. And I'm like, they're like, you are, one of us needs to report this to your company. It's not right. And I don't know what to say. Like, I literally, I mean, I've raised some concern, but I can't sit here and spend, 10 hours trying to write a report about someone that if they don't care to even return my phone call. So it got to be someone demanding I do a formal complaint, and 2 occasions this person harassing me, and then I lose hours from the job because of this person, and that person just sits there and gets paid for not working. So it just becomes this, like, really? So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to do some billing from yesterday's business. I'm going to get some sticky notes out, and I got to finish voting. But I feel heartbroken that, and this person had brought up about all these racial things, about how her race, how she and her demographic is better than me and better than everyone, how we're privileged, she's privileged, and but just could, like, try to rub this in my face to evoke some kind of, shame of my own self. And it kept continuing. Like, I'm not going to talk to this person. Somebody says, Yeah, I sense that. Don't even say hi. Like, I try to at least, like, you gotta work for someone, you want to be cordial and at least be polite because you don't know, like, if you have to ask for help with something or something. So, in my mind, I just feel like I just have to pray. And I said, Dear God, please forgive me. I just feel like when I get somebody demanding a formal complaint against somebody, and then the supervisor doesn't even return my phone call or anything, and then I have to contact other managers from all different facilities to contact this lady and be like this, and like, are they not getting my messages? I just don't like to be ignored. Like, you could be like, sorry, I'm busy. I'll have to work with you on this, or why can't she tell me what another person told me, right? So that's where I am with that. I wanted to share that because I woke up in a little bit of a panic last night, saying, "What happened? Am I going to be in trouble? This lady's." So when you get ladies or people, sorry, men, women, children, that are liars, you don't know what kind of lies they're spreading about you, and you could care less about if you're not their supervisor and they're screwing over the company. You have empathy and loyalty to your company, but after 3 times that your company doesn't care about public health concerns or extreme food handling violations, if they don't care, then you just say, I have to focus on my own work, and in order to do that, I need to save my energy for keeping me and my family housed and fed and clothed. And with that, I'm going to go, and I'm just going to vote for a few minutes. I'll hop in the shower here because I got less than an hour before I have to leave. Um, I just feel like um, you just want to, like, finally just break down and cry and wallow on the ground and just flail my wrists and legs and just get over, when somebody's harassing you, they won't leave you alone, they're bringing up racial comments. Not only that, they're putting they're working 6 or 7 hours on their timesheet and they're working 40 minutes. And that irks me because I would gladly work that that shift and bring home my $60 or whatever it is, $66. 50, yeah, $66. I think it might be $55. Anyways, I would gladly add that to my pennies that I'm using to get, it's 2 weeks till the rent's due again. But with that, there's nothing I can do. They wanted me to generate a report, but I got all these reports I got to do for my business. And the one thing that I want to say is things happen for a reason. I don't want to use this adrenal and this fatigue to push me to, oh, you have to do your billing, oh, you're going to get paid. Um, and when you're abused and people say that you're never going to survive without their money, you start to think, oh, just let it go, don't do the billing, let it expire, right? And what happens for me is that I end up, um, like, mentally blocking that I have work, or it's really hard and you gotta focus, and you'll let all the distractions of the world make it so that so basically, I'm not keeping my side of the street clean and working my program, then I'm not doing my work. But severe fatigue, I still sit here and type away, get this paper and pen. I got this notebook with the shiny glossy sheets that I'm doing all this. And what happened when this lady was given half of my hours, I was doing about 6 times 4. I was doing about at least 24 hours a week, um, maybe more at this job, minus lunch breaks. And then they give her half or more than half. So she'd have 2 weeks. I have a whole weekend off, and I go in one day, and she'd get it the other 3 days. So they'd give her more than half. My paycheck for the year went kaboom when she started, and it broke my heart. And all the employees complained that she was not at her station doing her job. And then what happened was, um, what happened was, I was able to do this. It's kind of like a grant from my business. I received more money. I mean, this is a part-time, low-earning job. I received more money than I had in 2 years working that job. Or yeah, because it keeps going down. And because she took my hours, I received. If she took, say, $450 a week for me, or a month for me, I was able to recover it. But I also had these racist jerks at that company take a potential large amount of income from me by paying me claim checks less than, because they wouldn't put me in network even though they said they would. They lied about my clinic space, which I immediately got the letter and took pictures of everything, and they refused to come back and see the sink that I built from hand by myself, which was scary. Um, I went to Home Depot for the first time in my life, and I put together all the stuff I needed to build a sink. And I had the GFCI and the um, electrical a fish pond pump. I don't know what it is because I hardly use it. I went to Winco and Walmart and got these carrying containers, one for dirty water, one for clean water, and I was thinking to sell it because they never come back for inspection. I called them for 3, 4, 5 months. They never responded to my calls or my emails. And I was trying to call other people like, oh, do you have such and such number? Yeah, she doesn't respond. And I finally contacted her again because someone said do your re-credentialing for being in network. And I did this huge packet and they said, oh my god, I'm so sorry, you're not in network for us. I apologize for all the work you did. And they go, oh, if you want to be a network, contact us later. I've been for 2 years, since 2015. And she's been ignoring it. And of course I called again and she goes, oh, we're full. And then I said, I've been trying to get a hold of you for 2 years. And she goes, well, maybe we can make some changes, or maybe we can make an exception and allow you to be in network. And then she sends a letter like, I'd only done some of my billing. You have 6 months to do it and 12 months to do corrections. So if you do it within 6 months, or no, sorry, 180 days is not 6 months because you got a lot of months with 31 days. So be careful, I made that mistake already. If you do 31 days or 180 days and you do a mistake or you're missing information and they need to correct it, then you have 365, or I don't know what it is. I say a year, but then you have more time after that. So I hadn't billed for a lot because I was doing the incentive program, and this lady's like, you ought to be network. It's like, you only had 7 patients or something. I was like, so what? You guys had promised to send me up to 100 new patients a month because that's what I said I would allow, which is basically only 4 new patients a day, which is nothing. It's half a day's work. I mean, for one person, that if you worked 5 days a week times 4 new patients a day, that's this half your day. It's not overwhelming to me because that's what I like, to see a lot of people. But this is an ongoing thing, and I keep saying, so what? I could have one patient, and I'm not telling her that I'm going to go work, that I got a job at the pizza place because you jerk-offs refuse to pay me my worth, because you jerk-offs, or the lady who's doing it now, her person who trained her is from a different county, and she was extremely racist and extremely rude, and she completely lied and made up stuff. I can't believe that this punk, if she saw the report, there's no way. That means they're both in cahoots against me, and every time that I was treated nasty by these 2 women, I said, do you really want to be in a contract with these people? Do you really want to be in network? And it's not about them. They don't need to go to college for 17 years for that job. They don't need to risk their entire, life savings because somebody got mad at you because you wore the wrong color shoes and they thought it was offensive. Um, and it's always something taking food out of my own kid's mouth and taking the roof off our house, making us be homeless, and it sucks. But it's like, do you want to be in contract with these disrespectful and, lying, inaccurate jerks? And they were making so many rude comments when they met me, and I was just in awe, and I just remained professional and calm. And it was so heartbreaking to go to school, to be a doctor for 17 years, and do all this extra training, and to say I finally arrived at my career, and then had to go get a job at the pizza place and go give food, granola bars and chips to people in the grocery store. It just felt like so heartbreaking, and it just feels like your life is over. And I was trying to get a hold of this person, a couple people, in the past 3 weeks because I felt that a lot of people I know, men and women, have a support network of people that they can count on. And I went through not necessarily seeking support, but to give a handout or like kind of cheerlead some people that were going through some struggles. I had seen some of them recently. And let's let this lady retire. That's funny. I'm not gonna vote for this guy. That's rude. The one thing I hate about people who criticize other people. See, I've been sitting the whole 30 minutes criticizing someone. Now, I said I don't care. The company, like when this person harassed and almost came after me, attacked me, that's when I said that security needs to get involved. This is not safe. This is a hostile work environment. And I, there was a guy in the store that had a Beamer with a little cute little black dog. The claim when my dog was a puppy, the one that I had, the ears, the black dog with the ears sticking up. German part, she was part of German Shepherd, but she was lab, so her ears were excessively big, bigger than a regular German Shepherd, because the lab, had the floppy. Her sister had a floppy, and I chose the one with the obnoxious ears, because I like Jeeps and German Shepherds and stuff, military combat boots, all the drab wool blankets. I saw the guy when I was going to Winco go in the other direction, like to the other grocery store, and then when I went from Winco, I said, oh shoot, the guinea pigs ate up all their food, so I gotta go to the pet store right next door, got dairy for the kids. So I ended up seeing the car. Now it's all closed up. It's convertible. I don't think the top was off anymore, but the windows open, the dog's so happy, and oh, he's here now, no, that's nice. I don't know what he's getting for that cute little pooch. There's in line, and someone Russian motorcycle that has dog has a sidecar for her. I thought that was awesome. But the cashier had, something sharp in my foot. The cashier had, I don't know what happened, but I just got, like, splinter. The cashier said her mom in the 60s, or the 30s, sorry, 30s and 40s, was a California first female motorcycle mechanic. And she goes, that's when women weren't even allowed to wear slacks. And I thought, amazing. And she said one of her stepdad had got run over at a street light, at a stoplight, and driver had no remorse. And he ended up having, because he had a severe compound fractures. The whole rest of his life had bone parts coming out of his body. And I thought, God bless that guy. This lady was really gray and everything, so I don't know if those people were still alive. But that really gave me hope, thinking of the Lori Wickwood, where the women were, and some other Christian stories, the women were doing stuff only men can do, and I'm thinking of the old 1800s when women with horseback rode, and they were supposed to side saddle but they couldn't side saddle because of they wanted to go fast and go through the woods and race. And that one movie where she's dressed like a dude. I think I just got like some bad sliver in my foot. Oh, like really scary. But this is what I'm going to tell you guys. I'll take the garbage out here. What I want to tell you is I am going to go to work and deal with the consequences of someone else's actions. And this lady butters everybody up with her, oh, I'm going to call you by name and act all sweet, but she is a monster. And I was tired of the complaints about how can your company allow this person to work. She's no good. And like I said, she was jeopardizing the entire store, half of the store being shut down because of her not following the health department rules. And I tried to tell her not to, and then she said, oh yeah, that I had told her how to do some things right, and because nobody told her, and then they said that I wasn't authorized to tell somebody to frickin' not eat the food that you're serving and not put the spatula for the good hamburger, the cooked hamburger back in the bowl with the raw hamburger, like just all this stupid stuff, like not wearing the gloves, eating the food, putting it on a plate next to the shopper. Like I said, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. And she kept saying, no one's going to tell me what to do. But, like again, like in the hospital, like in a clinic, I'm not getting paid or someone's harassing me, my focus is on doing a good job for the company, if I agree to do it, and serving the clients the best customer service ever. That is my moral. And if this punk is making it jeopardizing my job and she's dishonest, it's really difficult. It's a really difficult thing for me. I don't even know how to explain it, but I did the little footsteps and did this and finally got to a place where I could do these projects by the deadline and just be so grateful that even if it clouds my mind, like if I were to go run training for something, like I could still do the physical. And this, you have to focus. But what you may have to do, this is what I'm telling you guys, you may have to focus. And if you think you can get 22, like I was going to go through 25 billing things in the next 15 minutes, I'm not going to be able to do it. But I have 15 days to do it. It's cutting it close. And I have 2, 3, 4 hours tonight to do it. And tomorrow morning. And then Thursday morning. And Thursday afternoon. And then Friday afternoon. And then Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon. So my plan is to do all those reports by Sunday. So what is it? Wednesday. I can still do it today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 6 days. That is, I was going to say 5 days. But let's just say, put it down to 5 days. And 5 a day for 5 days is 25. Peace!